Hello beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel about somatic embodiment. Today I want to talk about jaw tension, and for me, because I myself suffered a lot and still have a lot of tension in my jaw, especially when I sleep, I'm very passionate about this topic. So first I'm going to talk about the potential reasons and a little bit explore that. And then in the second part of the video, we're just gonna kind of do a little bit of a somatic practice. And then I will show you how you can also just self-soothe yourself with a gentle massage of this area. And I'm gonna mention a little bit why that can also help. So in my work, I think, or what I focus on, there is always a cause behind all the tensions we have in our bodies, all the pain and whatever is going on, there is a root cause. For me, it has to do often something with stored emotions, with blockages. The body is kind of keeping something in there. The energy is not flowing, and that can be also very much connected with the nervous system and with literally what we went through in our life as an infant or adults and trauma. And then of course there is the second part, which is also just mechanical, physical, when it comes to the muscles. When, for example, you were wearing dental bracelets for long, and so it's not literally an emotion, but it's kind of also, you know, if you wear bracelets for a long time, you will kind of also develop certain emotions around that. But also the mechanical, that's why also I wanna, in the second half of this video, just talk about the importance of just also mechanically releasing and helping that. So there is two ways how I work. One is we try to address the root and find out where it's coming from, and then work through the nervous system. And then the second part is also just going into movement. So bring motion, touch, massage, etc. Trigger points. So let's begin, start talking about jaw tension. So we as humans, we communicate through our mouths. This is our channel of who we are and how we communicate with the world. If I hold back, if I'm not really confident, or there is some kind of fear or stigma or whatever, I'm holding back, meaning even if I'm holding my emotions back, the tears or anger or whatsoever, I have a hard time to set my boundaries, I have a hard time to say no. I will then sort of hold it in the jaw, because I kind of hold it in, so I will tense my jaw. It's very much related to stress, right? Stress and fear and anger. So the jaw is also a very strong, one of the strongest muscle, and it's very much being used throughout the day. So it's also very loaded area. And on top of that, if we hold emotions, or if we really kind of go through the grinder, literally through the grinder of the day, and we hold, then at night, our body is going to be processing our day. And if it's over long term of period, then it's also start to store up. And then at night, involuntarily, we will clench the jaw and maybe grind the teeth, and the tension will become sort of chronic. There is really a connection, so especially with the anger, I think there's something which is called the healthy anger, and it's very important to be able to express anger, because anger is not a bad emotion. Anger is actually a moving emotion. And often as a children, or we as a woman, there's a lot of stigma around that, and there's a lot of the times we're not allowed, or we've been taught that it's not okay to express anger. Anger is very important, because anger helps us to set our boundaries and makes us creates a safe space around us. Also, just a self-expression, right? I talked about it already before, so expressing yourself. And then also like the fear, you know, the animal, when they get scared, they get kind of also aggressive, and they grind and they and we as humans, we almost are forbidden to express through these facial. It's very rare that somebody would do like and yet I think it's almost natural for us. So what I invite you to is just notice throughout your day, and I think that's the first key, is become aware and notice when in the day do you clench the jaw, and then kind of start looking at these situations and what do you feel in these situations. And if you become aware, you can literally just like check in with yourself and try to consciously release the jaw. So the more you become aware, the less also you will do it involuntarily throughout the day. Now, I would like to just explore something. So let's just explore a little bit the anatomy of the jaw. So I want you to put your fingers like right in front of the ear and just gently press in, and then open your jaw. Beautiful. So you will feel literally the motion of the jaw. The jaw kind of goes in front and comes back, goes in front and comes back. What's really interesting about the jaw is that the jaw is sort of hanging. It's completely, it's just attached by this muscle here, but there's no other support. So all of it is just muscles around. It's a hanging structure. And actually, we do so much. We're not just eating through with the mouth, right? Like the jaw works a lot. And these muscles here, which are like right there, they're very, very strong. So they can hold a lot. So now we became a little bit aware of the structure. Now the other thing, often the times, is the connection with the tongue. So a lot of people doesn't realize, but they hold their tongue in some position. And if you relax your tongue, and you can do that lying on the floor, and you literally can trace the end of the root of the tongue and just let the root of the tongue drop inside of your throat, you will naturally also release the jaw. So these two are connected. Now, let's go into a situation where you feel like, let's just bring a situation when you feel like you clenching the jaw, there is tension in the jaw. Let's go into this moment, how you feel in your body, how you feel in the jaw. And now let's just start to gently bring a very slow movement. Opening of the mouth, the jaw. And again, check with you how you're feeling. Now again, bring back the situation or wherever you feel like you were today or yesterday clenching your jaw. And experience it again. And now let's bring a movement into it. And feel how once you bring motion, it's almost harder and harder to go back into this clenching, no? Like it's almost hard to go back into clenching the jaw. And check with yourself how you feel now without doing anything. Just be aware of your jaw, of your tongue. drop the tongue. Don't hold the tongue up or down, or just let it be. The back of the tongue especially. Beautiful. So this is the first half of the video when I just wanted to like go a little bit into why we're doing that. There might be also mechanical reasons, as I mentioned before, like dental surgeries, bracelets. So that's also a trauma in a way, but it's more a mechanical trauma. With that, the approach is the same, just becoming aware that the body is still storing this trauma because it wasn't able to express it in that moment when you were at the dentist and you had to stay there and hold your mouth open, you know. So just becoming aware, just by becoming aware of the tension, and then maybe bring some motion whenever you become aware, that self, it will help. And then of course, if it's something a bit more complex, then you have to kind of look into more the nervous system and go a little bit more into the root with the trauma, and why, how we not, what are you not expressing, etc. So that's a topic for another time. That's what I work with my clients. So now the second part of the video, or actually I kind of feel like maybe I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a second video separate, so you don't have to be watching or looking at 11 minutes and then stopping. So that will be more practical. I'm gonna make a second video where I will just show how to manually release the jaw, and I'm gonna link it in this video so you guys can just watch it right after. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. I give a lot of different tips, different topics, and if there's anything you have questions or you wanna drop a comment, I will be very happy to read and respond. So thank you so much. Bye bye.